What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We've all heard the name Dueling Dragons, and many of you probably saw my video on it a week ago. However, did you know there was something similar built at Universal Studios Singapore in 2010? With 2 tracks featuring a total of 5 inversions and a combined length of 6,400 feet, these coasters were designed by Peter Clerks and have a lot of cool little quirks about them. But there's quite an extensive history here, and I thought you guys might want to hear it. So without further ado, here's the story of Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica, Human vs. Cylon, Cylon Blue, Human Red, was just one of 16 attractions that launched during the soft opening of Universal Studios Singapore on March 18, 2010. Located in, well, Singapore, the ride seems to do pretty well for the first couple of days, with test riders giving it positive reviews. The Cobra roll was considered pretty snappy, and the rolls were forceful, but things quickly went downhill after that. During normal testing a week after its opening, Universal Studios discovered a fault with one of the ride vehicles. Thinking it was probably something minor, the park aimed to fix it within the next couple of days, but as they dove deeper, the problem appeared much larger, and then, on March 25, 2010, the ride was closed for repairs, and unbeknowingly to the park, the coaster would stay that way for the following 11 months, with little explanation to the public as to why. However, it was 5 months into this 11-month period that Universal openly addressed the reason for the ride's closure, claiming that the issue was with the ride's car design rather than the track layout. Essentially, fatigue cracks had developed in the seat post structures of the human coaster car due to the higher than expected stress and vibration levels present throughout the layout. To fix this, the park tried a few home remedies and got in contact with Vekoma, the ride's manufacturer, to figure out a solution. Between the two of them, a revised component with additional strength reinforcement elements was suggested that would completely eliminate problems found within the coaster. But, because the ride required to be recertified before it could reopen to the public, extensive ride testing cycles and inspections had to be done. Universal stated that the rides would reopen in February of 2011. The park kept their word, and Battlestar Galactica began final testing once again on December 21, 2010, with newly reinforced cars for both the Human and Cylon coasters. All seemed to be going well, and the coaster was unofficially launched February 4th for technical rehearsals, with the ride set to reopen on the 21st. However, as you might guess, once this date rolled around, the attraction was closed for another evaluation. With no further information, the idea began getting thrown around that the coaster simply wouldn't ever operate again. Fast forward 3 years, and in November 2014, Universal stated that Battlestar Galactica would once again reopen in early 2015 with new trains after a long year hiatus. Universal Studios Singapore then announced on May 25, 2015, that the attraction would finally and officially reopen on May 27th with all new ride vehicles, restraints, and a smoother experience. The attraction formally reopened 2 days later, and guests were finally able to see what modifications had been made to get the thing open. Initially, the ride had begun operations with 4-seated cars, much like B&M's inverted models, but now it appeared that the park had simply removed 1 seat on each side of the coaster, making for a standard 2-seating system. This was later confirmed to be the case by both the park and Vekoma. So that being said, riders were finally able to enjoy the coaster, and it remained open for a full year, and then beyond that, with it still in operation as we speak. And you thought Gwazi not being open yet was bad. Anyways though, that was just a quick rundown and summary of a coaster that really intrigued me and proved much more interesting as I learned about its history. What's your most anticipated coaster opening? Let us know down in the comments below. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and would also invite you to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed today's content. Stay tuned for another video coming in a couple days, that should be exciting, and feel free to catch up with us on Instagram as well for those daily posts. Until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you all soon. See ya!